Okay, so we're diving into something pretty cool today.
Hmm.
The 10-year anniversary of a YouTube channel called Gaming Lawyer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's like a total behind-the-scenes look at how this channel went from basically nothing to this like thriving community
Interesting.
over a whole decade. So
Yeah.
I'm a bit fascinated to see like what we can learn from, 10 years of Gaming Lawyer.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, how does a community like actually stick together for that long online? Right.
Exactly. And this is not like some
Right.
big company or, viral sensation or anything.
No.
It's literally just a guy named Ryan,
Okay.
who's a lawyer in his 40s and also like lifelong gamer for like 35 years or something.
Wow.
And back in 2015,
Okay.
he just had like a slow week at work and thought, hey, I like watching gaming video.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give it a shot myself,
Yeah, that's so cool. Like, so many of these communities just kind of start with somebody just being like, I want to try this.
Totally.
Yeah.
And the name Gaming Lawyer, like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not some fancy marketing thing.
No.
It's just him.
It's just who he is.
A lawyer who loves gaming.
Yeah. In the early days of YouTube and all that,
Yeah.
authenticity was like a big deal.
Totally.
So him just being like, this is what I am.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer who games.
Yeah.
Might have made him stand out from all the other, kind of louder or maybe younger creators.
Yeah, totally.
And maybe even attracted like a slightly older
Right.
crowd or people with, professional backgrounds like himself
Exactly.
who are also into gaming.
And the crazy thing is, like, he starts out doing these, like, half-hour episodes 3 times a week.
Okay.
Records them in the evenings. And sometimes gets, like, less than 10 views per video.
Wow.
It's like...
It's hard to imagine starting from that place.
Right, and, like, making it to 10 years.
Right.
Like, what does that tell us about his, like...
Yeah, what was driving him?
Yeah, early motivation,
So if he wasn't in it for like instant fame or money,
Right. Or
clearly
Right.
he just genuinely loved
Yeah,
playing and talking about games
yeah.
enough to just keep going, even when
nobody was watching.
basically nobody was watching.
I know.
That's like a good lesson for anyone,
Totally.
who wants to build something lasting. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to put in the work, even without the, likes and subscribers.
Without that validation, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, then we get to this story about the name.
Oh, yeah.
So he's Gaming Lawyer,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then there's this like 8-year-old kid
Uh-huh.
with a channel called The Gaming Lawyer.
Oh, no.
And the kid thinks Ryan stole his name
Oh, that's so funny.
and like gets super upset.
Oh my
about
gosh, that's amazing.
It's amazing, right?
It's like a little glimpse into
That's
like the
exactly-
Wild West days of online,
Totally.
Yeah.
Like even on that small scale.
Yeah, exactly.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Ryan didn't just like ignore this kid
Right.
or dismiss him because he was young.
Yeah.
He actually like sat down,
I know.
explained his whole background.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Isn't that great?
Like, he totally could have just
Okay.
been like, whatever, kid.
Yeah, totally. No.
Totally. But he actually took the time
Yeah,
to be respectful and
Yeah.
like de-escalate the situation.
totally. And I feel like that kind of set the tone
Yeah.
for how he interacts with his community.
Yeah, for sure.
Going forward.
That's the kind of person
Yes.
you want to be a part of their community.
Totally. So then after like a few months of these super low views,
Yeah.
Ryan decided to try live streaming.
Oh,
And this was actually at a time when YouTube itself was trying to push into live gaming.
right. They were competing with Twitch.
Exactly. They had this platform called YouTube Gaming, and they were really trying to get people to use it, so it was perfect timing.
Do you know when the first live stream was?
Yeah, the first live stream was on November 12th, 2015, and he played Alien Isolation.
Okay.
And he's streaming regularly,
Yeah.
but he's also like jumping into other streamers' chats.
Oh, that's smart.
Like,
Yeah.
that seems like a big shift.
That's a good point.
No, yeah.
It's more than just putting out his own content.
Yeah.
He's like engaging with the broader community.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like moving from broadcasting
Yes.
to actually participating
Yeah.
in the ecosystem.
I love that.
Yeah.
So why do you think that was such a turning point?
I think live streaming just like brings a totally different energy. It's
Mhm.
way more immediate and interactive.
Yeah,
People can chat in real time. You
Yeah.
feel like you're actually connecting with the streamer.
totally.
And by talking to other streamers, he's like tapping into their audiences,
Yeah.
making himself known.
Right.
It's a smart move.
It's so smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's through that live streaming
Okay.
that we meet like the first true member of the Gaming Lawyer community.
Oh, yeah.
Every community has that first person who really gets it, who really connects. And in this case, it was a viewer named Evie23.
Evie23.
And you know what's amazing is that Evie23 is still a regular viewer today, 10 years later.
No way.
Still watching the weekly live streams.
That is incredible.
That really says something about the connection that Ryan built with his early audience.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like having that one person there from the beginning, like cheering you on.
Totally.
You know, being part of the conversation.
It's like building that foundation.
Yeah, it's like a foundation for
Yeah.
the whole community to grow around.
Totally.
Okay, so now the channel started to grow pretty significantly, and it mentioned something called raids.
Oh yeah, raids were huge.
Can you explain what a raid is?
So basically a raid is when a streamer with a much larger audience ends their stream and they tell all their viewers to go check out another streamer.
Oh, so they send all their viewers over.
Yeah, exactly. It's a way of supporting smaller creators or sharing content that they enjoy. And Ryan got raided by two pretty big streamers at the time, Kang Gaming and Game Dojo.
And why him? Like, what was it about Gaming Lawyer that appealed to them?
Well, I think the novelty of a lawyer playing video games was pretty funny to them.
Yeah.
I think they just liked the concept and thought their audience would too.
Yeah.
Made it work.
So he went from, you know, single-digit viewers to...
Well, hundreds of people.
Wow.
And within a year, he hit 1,000 subscribers.
That's amazing.
And it really shows how crucial those early raids were. Like that initial boost of exposure from established creators, he can make such a huge difference.
Yeah, and out of that initial group, a core group of regular viewers emerged.
We've got internet celebrity Brad Pritchard,
Go,
Jay Maxey,
Uh-huh.
Nick C,
Yeah.
Joss Sadai,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Plays Games,
Okay.
Mikey L the Gamer,
Right.
Jeff Harbaugh, Stone Raven,
Wow, they're like
Bedros, Ethan Pfeiffer,
Yeah.
and Overlord McGeek.
That's awesome.
Like these are the people
Yeah.
who are there
Yeah.
from the ground floor.
They help build the place.
Totally. And it's
Yeah.
like they help create
Right.
the inside jokes,
Yeah.
the culture.
The norms of the community.
Yeah.
The things that make it special.
Yeah. And the fact that they're
Mhm.
still around
Right.
after all these years
Yeah,
says a lot
it really does.
about how strong those connections are.
It's like they found a home,
Yeah.
you know, on
They'll
this
be-
channel.
And speaking of inside jokes,
Oh, yeah, let's talk about the good stuff.
I know we got to talk about Law Hawks.
Law Hawks.
Yeah, so Ryan was a fan of this Texas lawyer, Brian Wilson, who called himself the Texas Law Hawk. And he had these really over-the-top commercials that were hilarious.
Oh, I've seen those.
So Ryan's viewers started calling themselves Law Hawks, and it just stuck. It's such a random reference.
It is random.
But like,
it works.
it totally works.
Yeah. Why do you think something
Yeah.
like that takes off?
I think it's because it's so specific
Yeah.
and weird
Yeah.
that it becomes like this.
It's like a secret handshake,
Yeah.
you know? Only the people in the know get it.
It's like a badge of belonging.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, we're the Law Hawks.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you're either in or you're out.
Exactly. And it's funny.
Yeah, and it's memorable.
Yeah, it's memorable.
Like it sticks in your head.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, but now we got to talk about Pipecock.
Okay, bring it on.
So brace yourself because
All right, I'm ready.
when someone donates to the stream,
Uh-huh.
this notification pops up
Okay.
and it features this.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's a very unique image.
Oh, okay.
And the community calls him Pipecock.
All right, I gotta see this.
You'll have to look it up.
I will.
It's definitely something
So it's like a meme specific.
very specific to the community.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And it's like,
And it involves
yeah.
donations, so
Yeah.
it's like a way for people to
Yeah.
participate and like
yeah,
to
show their support.
show their support,
Yeah.
be part of the joke.
Be part of the joke. Yeah.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
You got to look it up.
I'm gonna Google it right after this.
But it shows how like
Uh.
these kind of silly,
Yeah.
even like slightly off-color
Yeah.
inside jokes
Mm-hmm.
can really become a huge part.
They bond people together over something so silly.
Yeah. And it's something that outsiders
Mm.
just wouldn't get.
Totally.
But for the people in the community,
Yeah.
it's like,
It's like a secret code.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
like this shared history
Yeah.
that they've built together.
Totally.
That-
It's like you're either in the club or
Yeah.
you're not.
Yeah, and it's not always been like
Right.
all fun and games.
Of course.
Really happens.
Real life happens.
Yeah.
So like in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
Ryan's father passed away
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry.
from cancer,
Yeah.
and he had to take a break from streaming.
That's understandable.
And then in 2019,
Yeah.
he took another break
Yeah.
because he moved and was looking for a new job.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, these are big life events
Yeah.
that can really throw things off.
They can totally derail any kind of creative project.
It's actually like an online thing where
Yeah.
you have to be
Yeah, where you have to show up.
so consistently.
Yeah.
But the fact that he came back
Yeah.
after all that
Yeah.
says a lot about
It.
how much this community means to him,
Yeah.
you know?
It's more than just a hobby
Yeah.
at that point.
Totally.
Yeah. And when he did come back, it seemed like his focus shifted a bit,
Yeah, it felt like he was really focusing on connecting with the community that he'd built.
which makes sense, after going through something like that.
Absolutely. He needed that support, and he found it in his viewers.
But he always came back to the Thursday night streams.
Always every Thursday night, without fail. The Gaming Lawyer streams every Thursday night. You can take it to the bank.
Oh, that's awesome.
His catchphrase.
I love that.
And it's so funny because they're these stories,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they're made up,
Okay.
of viewers like actually
Oh, yeah.
going to their banks and being like, hey, the Gaming Lawyer said,
That's hilarious.
and getting into trouble.
Oh my God.
It's like that commitment to the schedule
Yeah.
becomes this like running joke.
Right. It's like they take the bit to
Yeah.
the next level, which is even funnier.
But it also shows how that consistency
Yeah.
is so important.
It's huge for building an audience. Like, people know they
Yeah.
can count on him.
Every Thursday night?
Every Thursday?
Yeah,
It's like a ritual.
totally.
Yeah.
I-
Okay.
Now, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
We have to talk about
Hit me.
the bone meal controversy.
Bone meal controversy.
So this is like a legendary
Oh,
thing in the gaming lawyer community.
Okay.
It all starts back in 2016.
Okay.
Ryan would sometimes get bone meal
Bone meal.
during his stream.
Okay.
And he'd be like, is this delicious? I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh my God.
And then he'd like try to eat it
Yeah.
on stream.
You ate bone meal on stream.
And apparently,
Okay.
this viewer named Nick C was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take notes.
Okay.
But his notes
Yeah.
were so bad
Oh no.
that no one could figure out
Oh, that's
if the bone meal was actually good or not.
Oh my God. So it's like
And to this day,
still debated.
of like, is bone meal good or
Is
not?
bone meal delicious or is it disgusting?
Based on these terrible notes.
Based on these terrible notes.
That's incredible. And it led to all the speculation, and Ryan would end up trying the bone meal again and again.
Was it good?
Oh, God, no.
No.
Apparently, it was gritty and tasted terrible, but it became this hilarious running gag.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
It's like this ongoing saga.
That's amazing.
And it's so stupid.
It's perfect.
But it's so perfect.
Yeah, because it's so specific
Hmm.
to this community.
Totally. And it's like,
No one else would care about this bone meal debate.
but for them, it's like this huge thing.
It's their thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's internet celebrity Brad Pritchard, who represents another key dynamic in this community.
Hmm.
He's a regular viewer, watches almost every stream.
Okay.
But he's always complaining about the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's constantly saying things like, oh, this game is terrible. Why are you playing this?
I love that.
And he has this obsession with this old game, Pool of Radiance, and he's always trying to get Ryan to play it.
I bet that's a tough one to stream.
It is. It's from like the 80s, and the controls are super clunky, but Brad just loves it.
So he's like the resident critic.
Exactly. But the best part is, even though he complains all the time, he's one of the channel's biggest supporters.
So it's all in good fun.
Absolutely.
And it just shows that like community isn't always about
Right.
everyone agreeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have those disagreements,
Yeah.
but still have that
That bond to connect. Now I've got to ask about this because it sounds so sweet. The closing lullaby.
Yeah, this is a really unique tradition. As the stream is ending, Ryan fades the screen to black and he sings a lullaby to his viewers.
Oh wow.
And the lyrics are, go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now, go to sleep. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. And then he says goodnight to each viewer who's still there by name.
Aww.
It's really touching.
That's a personal connection with every single person.
Yeah, it creates this amazing sense of intimacy and community. And it's like,
It's like he's tucking them in.
I know, it's so sweet. And it's such
But
a...
it probably makes people feel so seen and appreciated.
Totally. And it creates this like...
Yeah, it's like their own
Yeah.
little goodnight ritual that they
Yeah.
all share together.
Exactly.
That's really special.
So all of this brings us to 2025,
Okay.
the 10-year anniversary,
A whole decade.
a whole decade of Gaming Lawyer.
Wow.
And it's clear that it's like
It's a big
a
deal.
huge deal for this community.
Yeah.
Like they're celebrating it in a big way.
That's awesome.
It makes you think like, how did this happen?
Yeah, how did
Yeah.
this one guy with
Yeah.
a webcam
Yeah.
build something so lasting.
It's so meaningful,
Yeah.
you know?
It's really impressive.
It is.
It's like he's created this little
yeah.
corner of the internet where
Yeah.
people can just be themselves.
And connect with each other.
And it all started with
Yeah.
him just like
With this one guy.
casually sharing his hobby.
Yeah, just playing games and talking about them.
And it's like through that consistency.
Yeah, showing up every week.
Yeah.
Rain or shine.
Right.
You know?
And being himself.
Yeah. Not trying to be
Yeah.
some big flashy YouTuber,
Yeah.
just being Ryan the gaming lawyer.
Exactly.
Love
And embracing those like
And the weird stuff.
the weird random
Playing
thing.
the bone meal,
Yeah.
the pipe cock.
The lock, the lullaby.
Yeah.
Like all of that.
It all adds up.
It makes it special
Yeah.
and it makes people feel like
Yeah, like they're part of something.
unique and like they belong.
Exactly.
So what do you think is the like
The
big takeaway
big takeaway.
for people listening?
I think it's
Yeah.
those little things that
Mm.
really matter.
Yeah.
You know?
The inside jokes,
Yeah.
the weird traditions,
The personal touches.
the personal touches.
Yeah. Like naming everyone goodnight.
yeah.
Those are the things that make people feel connected and like they're part of a community, and
Yeah.
that's what makes them come back
Okay.
year after year.
So it's not about
Right.
having like the perfect content
No.
or going viral
It's about being yourself
Yeah.
and connecting with people
on a real level,
in a real level. Yeah.
like genuinely.
Genuinely, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's something we can all learn from,
For sure.
whether we're building an online community
Yeah.
or just trying to connect with people in our lives.
In real life too.
In real life, yeah. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Gaming Lawyer, what are your final thoughts?
You know, I think what strikes me most is how this channel wasn't built on some grand scheme or marketing strategy. It was just a guy sharing his passion with the world. And through that passion, he built a community, a family.
It really shows that sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful.
Absolutely. And I think the consistency, the dedication to the community, the genuine connection with the viewers, that's what made it last.
And that's a great lesson for any online creator out there.
I think so.
All right, so as we sign off, I want to leave you all with a question to think about. What online communities are you a part of, and what makes them special?
Good question.
Until our next deep dive, thanks for listening.
Go to sleep and good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep. Now go to sleep. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams.
Oh my God. That's kind of creepy.